Good afternoon. This is Miss JJ Diamond, Jacqueline Richardson, Deja, Jackie, whatever y'all call me, the woman with a bunch of names. Today I wanted to talk about what us women go through at home. And just to give some women support of what we go through, because it can take your mental away from you. I'm a mother of 3, a grandmother of 2, and I am the highest in the family. More so what you would call the queen. Okay? Yeah, that title. It's not what it's all wrapped up to be. That's why I laugh at people when they put, oh, I'm a queen, I'm a queen. Do you really want to be a queen? Excuse me. Now, I know a woman that loves her family and does not want to fail as a mother or a wife will put 100% in to her family. Meaning, she will make sure each and every person in the household is good before she lay down and rest her head. And that's what being the head of the house, meaning the woman, the queen of the home, does. Okay? She's the last to go to bed. And the reason being is because she wants to make sure everything is in place before she rests her head. Everybody's good. When the kids get sick at night, who wakes up? Mom. Mom is called. Okay? Even with the man, when he gets sick, who's being called? Mom. Okay? Wife. Okay? So when you take on this job, okay, and remember, ladies, and this is for the younger generation just as well as the older generation. When you take on this job to have children, have a husband, okay, you have to be ready for this. Okay, there's no book to tell you how to be a wife and how to be a mother. So you learn as time goes on. However, you find out that you're beating yourself up, you're losing your self-esteem, you're just gone. Okay? So, this is when you have to learn to fight back. Okay? And you don't always have to fight back physically. You know, we're not talking about physically. I'm talking about mentally. Okay? You take a day off. Okay? And when you take your day off, you let them know you mean business. Okay? They won't eat. Won't no clothes get washed. Don't nothing get done because that day is yours. Okay? And then if they don't give you no respect after that, then you have to think of other little ways to, you know what they need from you. So you have the upper advantage. Okay? And I just want to say it like that. You have the upper advantage. So you can take each and every one of them and say, okay, this one need me for this. They call me for this every day. This one need me for that. This one need me for this. This one need me for that. And you're not available. Okay? You don't have to go to the hospital and get medication and see a psychiatrist for them to tell you the same thing I'm going to tell you. Fight back. Okay? Now, it's a hard job. People don't realize, especially when you, now I was a mother that was financially taking care of 7 people. Okay, now mind you, I only got 3 kids. Okay? So, I had an additional 4 extra people I had to take care of. And with that being said, it was burning me out. Okay? Financially and mentally. And I told myself it had to end. And you know, nothing ends overnight, but you have to put the plan in play. Okay? And this is when you come to terms with what you want to do and how you want to do it, to put the plan in play to let these family members know that you're not playing with them. Okay? And sometimes it even takes for you to even let some of them go to make it right for you. You set your life to your standards. Okay? And that's where people mess up at. Okay? They set their lives to their children's standards. And you can't do that. Your life has to be set to your standards. Now, granted, the government, like I said, I can't stand them with some of the rules that they make because they make our lives pure miserable. But you know what? Sometimes we got to break the rules. It is what it is. And if they don't like it, oh well. And I tell them, okay, in a minute, how I feel. And if you don't like it, then you take this disruptive, no good bastard that's in my home. And they don't want to do that. So they respect your standards. Okay? So, with that being said, you have to set standards in your home. And when you set those standards, stick by them. Okay? Like my kids know, I just started letting he 18 now, he gone, thank God. God is wonderful. I'm trying to tell you, he's wonderful, amazing, but he's gone. Nobody uses my washing machine. Okay? And I just started letting them use it at age 18 because I didn't want my stuff broke because everything they put their hands on, they break, and I find myself having to spend more and more money for stuff that I know I could have kept for years upon years. Okay? And I was fine with that. That was my standard. I did the laundry. I washed the clothes. Now, I might not fold them, but I will wash the clothes. Don't touch my washing machine. Okay? But if I ask you to do dishes, you do dishes, especially if you made dishes. You know, you have to, I'm just using these things as an example. You make your standards and you start training them as babies. Okay? You don't just wait until they're 10 and say, clean your room. This is why, you know, my children were Disney babies. Okay, yeah, I know some things that happened with Disney recently. I didn't even read the story, don't know if it's true or not. But they've been wonderful in my life. The Disney Channel has been the best. And from little babies, okay, I've been training my children standards. And they can help with that. And that's why I'm telling y'all about the Disney Channel. They can help with that because everything with them is time formatted. Okay? And when you have these little babies, you know, you think you just get up and get their stuff together. And no, you have to put them on a schedule. They got to know as children what you doing, why, and when. Okay? This starts little. Okay? Now, they take a nap at a certain time. When they're taking a nap, you're trying to rest. You have your children not where they can run around all day. Nobody's saying encage them all day either. And when I say encage, meaning playpen, high chair. These are the things that kids need when you have a baby. Because they can't be running all over the house. You have to show them a discipline. And they must stay in one area while you're doing whatever you have to do to maintain the rest of the family. Okay? So, when you do this, and as they grow, it's going to come second nature. Okay? Now, I'm going to use my little junior. Okay, that's my grandson. I'm going to use my little junior, for instance. Now, with his parents, he would cry when he wanted a bottle. He would scream until he got that bottle in his mouth. Okay? I got him to the point, and this is doing the same thing repetitiously every single day. When he wants a bottle, you're going to walk me to the kitchen, watch me pour it, and I'm going to give it to you. So you know that bottle is coming, so there's no reason for you to cry. Okay? Now, it's hard as parents to try to figure out how to raise children, especially if you wasn't raised properly or if you didn't have that person in your life to help you. My people was hard on me, okay? They put me to the test. You want to have a baby? Okay. You on your own. Let's see. Let's get it. And this is what it was. And I had to do what I had to do as a parent. It was tough, but I got through it. And every child after that became easier. But then now, you got this man, an additional child, that makes the most drama in the family. Because he wants to be a baby. He feels lack of love because you got to pay attention to the kids. Now he wants to start acting up. Well, let him act up. Because he's actually an adult and he knows the difference. And if you're jealous of your own kids, you shouldn't have had any. And that's what that boils down to. Okay? When he's supposed to be the support for you to take you out of that drama instead of acting like a baby. Okay? He's supposed to say, honey, oh, you worked so hard today. Put your feet up. Let me rub. Even though I worked 8 hours, we're going to lay down here. We're going to watch TV and I'm going to rub your feet because you worked all day. I feel so sorry for the stay-at-home moms. You know, I was a stay-at-home mom for quite a bit, twice in my life. And that's the worst thing ever. Okay? People think that because you're a stay-at-home mom, you don't work. You work harder as a stay-at-home mom than you would if you would go out and go to work every day. Because now you gotta cook, clean, make sure the kids' stuff is right, make sure everything in the house is done right, and you gotta do this on a daily basis to earn your keep in your household. Okay, because you don't work, you ain't bringing no money in, so you got to make sure everything else is good. Kids come in, they crying. This happened at school. One, I had a fight. The other one, now they fighting. Tommy is hitting on me, and now you got to get in between them. This is on a daily basis. Okay, that you got to do these things. And they think it's hard. I mean, easy. It's not. As a stay-at-home mom, you don't sleep all day. You can't. Okay? But you still have to set your standards. Stand up for yourself. Okay? Don't allow your mental to be beat down because they want to set standards for you. When I was a stay-at-home mom, I got up every day. I worked out. Well, no, I used to put my daughter on the bus. That's when she was, before she was homeschooled. Excuse me. I would put my daughter on the bus, get her ready, put her on the bus. I would come back, do my workout. That's why my body was looking good back then. Okay? I would do my workout every single day. Then I would get in there, take out my food that I'm going to be cooking for the day. And that's where my cleaning starts. I start dusting, vacuuming, washing clothes, making up beds, doing all of that other stuff. Okay? By like 2 o'clock, I start my dinner. So dinner should be done about 5. Once I cook dinner, do the dishes, okay? Meaning put them in the dishwasher, sometimes wash them. The rest of that time is mine. Okay? Once the child's homework is done, rest of that time is mine. Don't nobody bother me, leave me alone. Because I did my part. The man has been fed. You got what you need. All y'all, you did your homework. It's my time now. Now I'm going to take me a bath, okay, and relax my body from running all through the house all day, okay? And you might have been feeling bad, but you still had to get these things done, okay? So now it's time for me to rest. These are the things that you have to do so you won't be beat down, people. You know what I mean? I fight back in my house on a regular. And I'm going to tell you, whether it's mentally and physically, okay, I'm going to fight back. You step to me, we got drama. And that's just what it is, okay? Because I'm not going to let you take my mental away from me because you feel like you running stuff. It's not going down up in here, okay? And that's the way you have to control your household because you run your household. Without the woman, the household is not ran. You ain't got to go get on drugs and start feeling like, you know what, if I'm on drugs, they going to leave me alone. Now they're going to try to put you down about that. Okay? So hold yourself. Hold your standards. Because you got to build standards for you. Your self-worth. Okay, and I talk about self-worth a lot in all my podcasts. But I thought that this was a good topic to talk about today because I was seeing some posts on Instagram where people were talking, and I'm gonna tell y'all, I had two posts. I mean, two things that I had saw, and I said I needed to just go ahead and talk about this. And I've been wanting to talk about it for a long time. And I know people always say, "How did Jackie get through it?" You know, because she do all these things. I'm a businesswoman. I go to work. I take care of the home. But when I don't feel like it, they know to leave me alone. Because I'm an act a fool. Okay? I will act a pure fool. And that's just what it is. Leave me the hell alone. Excuse my language, y'all. Okay? And that's because I love me. And if I feel like I don't want to do something, you're not going to make me. I know my responsibility. I've been doing my responsibility. But if this particular day, I feel like I don't want that responsibility, leave me alone. My job is to take care of my family, keep my family healthy. Not just me, each and every one of these people up in here. That's my job. They are on my watch. Okay? Now, when my job has been completed and you want to do extra, now we got a problem. Okay? And that's the way y'all have to look at it. Okay? You have to look at it as you are at work. Even though this is your family. You won't let the people at work take advantage of you, so don't let the people at home take advantage of you. I don't want to see drunk women all around. I get so tired of watching all these women buy all this wine. You know what I mean? I mean, they buy so much wine. And I said, poor baby. You know what I mean? If we could just sit down and talk a minute, but you know, I be trying to work and stuff. So I don't have time to really be kicking it with people. I barely had time to give y'all podcasts. Y'all already know what it is. So, with that being said, you know, I just feel so bad, you know, when these people, they be ordering all this wine. And I'm saying to myself, damn, y'all just be drunk as I don't know what. Ain't no way in the world you need all this wine. But the reason is because their families are beating them down. And they need something to unwind, to knock them out. Because their body is still going, even though they're laying down. And that's how you know when some mental stuff is getting ready to start happening with you. So a lot of people use wine or drugs to get up out that feeling. But y'all ain't got to do that. All y'all got to do is fight back. And that's the reality of it. You'll save a lot of money just fighting back. And like I said, you don't got to fight back with your fists. I mean, I'm just one that will, if I need to. Okay? But you fight back with your mental. You take time out for you. And then you don't let your kids beat you up, talk about, well, you ain't do this and you ain't do that. You had a roof over your head. You were good. You went to the doctors. When you was in there throwing up your guts, who was cleaning it up and who was next to you taking your temperature? Who drove out here at night at 12 midnight to get you some medicine because you were sick? Don't tell me about what I didn't do. Remember the things that I did do. And if they can't accept that, then oh well. Your job as a parent is to prepare them to leave the nest. Okay? Granted, we get it the hardest because animals, 6 months, their kids is gone. Right after they have them. Granted, ours be still babies at 6 months, so we can't send them out into the wilderness. We got to wait 18 years. Okay, we got to go through it for a whole 18 years for each and every child. Okay? So this is why I say, young girls, if y'all listening, don't have no kids until you're ready to be beat down a little. Okay? Because they take your life. Okay? Children take your life. You're trying to help them keep up with the Joneses. And you ain't even keeping up with the Joneses. And they want this, they want that, they gotta have this, they gotta have that. And you saying to yourself, I don't have this money. Ask your dad. The dad say he ain't got no money. And then mommy feel bad, so she goes to find the money. You ain't got to do that. You tell them no. I went through this spurt of me spoiling one of my kids really, really bad. Now, one kid got spoiled because he listened. He actually listened. He made my life so much easier. You know, when I told him do this, do that. And when he wanted something, I was like, hey, here you go. Because you my number one. You get whatever you want. Because when I ask, you do. So yeah, you want $100 stickers? You said you wanted a $100 video game? I got you. Because I know you my piece. Okay? But then when you got these kids that want to challenge you, oh, you get nothing. You get nothing. Because you want to challenge me. You want to make my life harder. So when you make my life harder, I give you nothing. And that's the way it works. Okay? You give them what they need and only what they need. Granted, this world is so messed up, people, and I understand, you know, the kids go through a lot of bullying because they don't have this, they don't have that. You know, they got to have this and have that. And shout out to the parents out there that make sure that their kids got a beautiful home versus beautiful sneakers and clothes. Shout out to those people, those women and men, okay? That make sure that their kids live in safe neighborhoods, okay? And you can go to sleep at night in peace. Okay, shout out to those people, okay? Because they teach their kids value. Okay, of course you're going to get them some name brand every now and again because that's all that's out here. But you don't go to the extreme because your extreme is making sure that they have a good education and a good foundation. Okay? A lot of people laughed at me when I was in Maryland. And I'm not talking about the people in Maryland. The people in Maryland loved me because they loved that I was able to fit right in with them. Okay? Everyone had a beautiful home. Everyone. Okay? It wasn't you pick, oh, this one got a nice house, this one got a nice house. Everybody had a nice house. Because their kids needed to live in stability in a strong home. Nice environment. Peaceful environment. But to my people back in New York, oh, they didn't understand it. Because they all come from the projects. So they don't get it. Okay? And there's nothing wrong with coming from the projects because that's the area I came from. But I'm not going to go back after I've changed. Okay? And that's what they need to understand. Okay? We are different down here. Even here in Charlotte. Okay? Some of them, they got some ways here. But majority of them live the same way as Maryland. Okay? Majority. I'm not saying all. Because they still got some work to do here in North Carolina as well. They keep looking at the New Yorkers and they see the New Yorkers ain't all that either. Okay? So, pay attention, people. When you have children, that's where sacrifice sets in. You have to make your life set for the growth of those children. Okay? People tell me, Jackie, you don't drink, you don't get high, because I have to be ready. Okay? And the reason why I say I need to be ready is because if one of my kids gets sick, or one of my kids get hurt, I have to be mentally ready. Okay? I can't drink a bottle of wine and go to bed and my kid wake up with a fever at 2 a.m. and I'm going to be able to take care of my child properly. Follow me, people. There's no way impossible. I can drink a bottle of wine at 10 p.m., go to sleep, and my child wake up with a 102 fever at 2 a.m., calling me, and I'm asleep. Dead sleep. Now my child has to suffer until I sleep all of that off. When I could have broke that fever that night. Okay? So these are the things that you got to look at. And I'm not saying people stop totally drinking. You know, it took me a while too to learn. Okay? I'm going to tell you this story. I went to bed and drank me some wine. This is in Maryland. And I woke up that morning and I was still a little tipsy, groggy. And my son came to me. I want to tell you the whole story because he'll kill me. Mom, I need to go to the hospital. And I looked at him and I said, for real? He said, yeah. I wasn't even in the position to drive. You hear me? My body felt like I was on cloud 9. I had to drink a whole bunch of water, Red Bulls. Don't you know, less than an hour after that, my son was in surgery. Okay? And here I'm still trying to get myself together. Now, y'all follow me? Now, I would have been able to get myself together sooner, and I probably would have, because my son never woke me up. He was never one of those that woke me up unless he really, really felt bad. Okay? If he had to really, really feel like he wasn't going to make it, for him to come and say, Mommy, I don't feel good, you know, and I take his temperature and stuff. But this particular morning, he let me sleep because I slept a long time. I slept till like 11 o'clock. And that was unusual for me because on my job, I was up at 3 a.m. every day. But because I drank that wine, I was out. So here he in the room saying, why is Mommy not waking up? And I'm in pain. But as soon as I got up and he heard me, he got up and he said, Mom, I need to go to the hospital. And my son sat in that room for 4 or 5 hours in pain. And I could tell you how bad it was if, as soon as he got to the hospital, they took him straight to surgery. So do you understand what I'm saying? It's a time and place for everything. And I know, you know, we don't want to be bad parents and we want to also love ourselves, but you have to learn how to balance it. And as a parent, I've learned how to balance it. You know, they tell me, Jackie, you need to take your allergy pills, you know, a whole one, because I never take a whole allergy pill because it makes me feel like I've been on drugs. Okay, and I will sleep for days. So I take a little piece. Now, I can't take a whole one because I'll sleep for days. What's going to happen to my family for them 2 days? And I get it, people. I get it. We fight through everything and it burns us out. But when you feel that burnout coming, take your time. Take a step back and tell them, hey, I'm not feeling it today. I'm not feeling y'all today. I'm going to do me today. Okay? And if they don't like it, oh well, they will get over it. Believe me. They'll get over it. It'll get so easy, they'll get used to it. Okay? So, I say it again. Know your self-worth. Don't let your kids beat you down. Don't let your man beat you down. Fight back. You have to fight back. Okay? Because sometimes some of us don't have nowhere else to go. Okay? You tell yourself, okay, I'm going to go to the domestic violence place. They ain't got no room for you because they got the people that's getting beat up real bad. Okay? And you don't have no sisters or you don't have no friends that really got their stuff right. So you don't want to be in their environments. So you say to yourself, what do I do? You stand up for yourself. You don't let your family bully you. Don't let them take your mental. Fight back. And if they don't like it, oh well. And I'm going to say it again, and then get over it. Because you'll be the first person they call when something go down. Because they know a mother's going to always love their child. Okay? Before anybody. So they're going to always call you. Okay? When they butts get sick in the room, oh, believe me, they're going to come to the door, even if they're mad with you. I don't feel good. I need medicine. Believe me. Because when they go to dad and say, Dad, I don't feel good. I need medicine. And I ain't talking to mommy because she wanted to have her own space. And dad going to say, well, go tell mommy. That's what dad going to say. Because he know he in the doghouse too. You be the one to go in there. You go tell her. She'll help you before she help me. So this is the reality of it, people. This is real life. We don't live them TV shows. Okay? The perfect family. Because you have characters in your house. Everybody got a different personality, and you got to deal with them. It's like being back in high school again when you got all these personalities in a classroom, and you got to deal with all of them because you're in their class. Same way at home. You got to deal with all these personalities, and you the head. That's why I feel sorry for teachers, because they got to deal with all them kids every day, and everybody got a different personality. They definitely should be paid more. Definitely. Because then they got to go home and deal with the personalities in their home. Why are teachers paid so low? This is probably the best thing that ever happened to them. This COVID, a pandemic thing. Shout out to y'all teachers. It gets to the point where they're starting to fight back with the children because they're getting tired. We have to regulate, and it starts at home. And you can't be afraid to regulate yourself and your household. You just can't be afraid. When you decide to have children and have a man, you got to get a backbone, and that's just what it is. You got to look in the mirror and say, I'm King Kong up in here. And you got to stand by that. You can't be afraid. Okay? Now, if you got one of those men that will come and say, honey, let me do this. You sit down a minute. You look tired. You know, let me rub your feet. Here, let me do some, put you in a bubble bath because you need a break. Oh, you just got out of the bath. Let me put some lotion on you. You know, if you got one of those men, then you good. But that's 1% out of 20. Okay? So with that being said, you have to pamper yourself. You don't let your man determine how you're loved. Love yourself. And if you're not ready for this challenge, and it's a challenge, then don't get involved. Stay single and don't have children. Because I'm tired of seeing my black sisters and some of them white sisters. I'm tired of seeing them all beat down. Or drinking themselves to death. Taking drugs. Because their families done beat them down. Fight back. Now, COVID is going on. I can imagine what a lot of these women had to go through to keep their families in the house. The house is clean. Their mask on. Their shoes off. I can imagine. But then you got some of these women that fight back and say, it ain't going to happen up in here. You're going to leave that stuff out there. So you gotta say to yourself who you want to be. Do you want to be that beat down woman? Because you have a choice. If you want to be scared against your own family and be that beat down woman, or do you want to have control of your family and live in peace. You have to think about that. Because it's not easy. It's not easy. And when I see mothers out, especially with kids, and I want to say this too, I had to look at things. I was mad at a lot of mothers for bringing their children out in the stores with no mask on. Granted, Governor Cooper said it was okay for the little kids. However, the little kids are more susceptible to germs than adults, okay? And they get sicker than adults. So I just couldn't understand that terminology or why he would even say that. I guess maybe he was following Governor Cuomo. I don't know. And I like them both, but, they're not mothers. They're not parents. I'm not saying that they're not parents, but they're not mothers. And they don't see the risk of what can really happen. You know what I mean? But being a mother, and I'm out here looking at them like, you stupid girl, you stupid woman, you stupid mother, bringing your child out here knowing your child can catch this stuff and bring it back home to you and the rest of the family. Okay? Now, granted, it's hard for babies to keep masks on them. Because for one, when they feel like they can't breathe, they're going to fight. Okay? So, some of the babies can't wear masks, and I understand that. But they have other alternatives. Okay? I used to take my little Junior, I had a plastic over his stroller. I would not make my baby suffer. Okay? I had a plastic over his stroller. They sell them at Walmart. They sell them at Target. And I would take my baby into the stores. Okay? For these mothers that's taking their kids out there like that, and I had to look at it in two different ways, because I kept calling them stupid every day when I see them. Then I had to think, how if she doesn't have nobody to keep the baby while she goes to the store? She gotta eat. You gotta eat to survive. Okay? Maybe she don't have a man, just her and a baby. What is she to do? Especially if she don't know that you can go get a plastic to put over the baby stroller. Okay? Now, this is one thing that I'm asking Governor Cooper to present to North Carolina and let them know what they can do to protect their baby. What's another alternative? Okay? Because y'all claim y'all want to help these people, but if they don't know about certain things, it's not going to help them. I know because I'm from New York. In New York, we don't have cars. I had a car, but when I was young and I had my first child, I didn't have a car. So, in order for my baby to stay dry, when we walking in the rain, I had to buy plastic for the stroller. That's the only reason why I know about it. But these people here don't even know it exists. So tell them how to protect their babies. And I leave that up to the governor. Tell them, you see me, I took a picture. Are you paying attention? I took a picture with my little Junior with the plastic over him. People acknowledged me in the street every day, and I hated when I had to do it, but people would stop and talk to me every day. Like, oh my gosh, that's a great idea to keep the baby safe. But you're not only keeping the baby safe, you're keeping yourself safe. Because if the baby catches something, you got to still take care of the baby. Even though you had on a mask. So pay attention, people. Take control of your home. Take control of your life. And that's all I'm saying, okay? Well, this is Jackie and JJ Diamond, Deja, Jacqueline Richardson. Oh, got so many names. It's hard for me to remember, y'all. I wanted to bring this up tomorrow. Oh my gosh, I'm feeling, I don't know what I'm feeling. I'm about to be 50 years old. And, oh my God, it's like strange. Because I remember being 25, 16, you know. And when I look at myself and I say, 50? Oh, no. I still look young. I'm not 50 yet. But yeah, I was one of the 1970 babies. And all the 1970 babies turned 50 this year. And it is, ooh, I just keep thinking about it. I'm going to see how I feel tomorrow, y'all. But it's probably going to feel the same because y'all remember, I work out, I take my bath soak, and I try to feel young every day. So I do want to know what 50 feels like. And that's why I try to take care of myself so I can say I made it there. Because a lot of people didn't, you know what I mean? And God bless their soul, you know, and they rest in peace. But I'm just thankful to make it here, you know. And it's a big year, you know. I know y'all see the people walking around with the Beatles. And, you know, because 1970 was a big year. And I didn't realize how big it was until I had talked to my mom before she died. And she was telling me about 1970. And that was the year I was born. And it's been 50 years. And like I said, so much has happened from 1970 to now. And I'm just glad to be a part of it. And I'm thankful to be alive. And I am so thankful to be in good health. So some things I'm going through, you know what I mean? Last year, I was a little upset about my mother's death because her birthday's in July as well. My brother's birthday is in July. So normally in July, I'm a little depressed and upset. But this year, I'm a little bit more happier because it being my 50th. So, I don't know. I'll let y'all know how I feel tomorrow. If things feel different. I don't know. But we'll see. But I'm just so thankful, y'all. Again, this is Jacqueline Richardson. This is JJ Diamond. Jackie, Deja, whatever y'all call me. I'll talk to y'all soon. And y'all remember, fight back. Love you guys.